Hi, this is Jack Wyant with CredibleInformation.com, and today I'm with Gerald Emerick and Angela Little. Gerald is a multi-talented performer, writer, musician, and he's just directed a short film called The Heart's Eye View. And Angela is one of the actors in the film, so we're here to talk to them about this film and its production and the development of it. Gerald, thank you so much. And Angela, thank you for joining us.
Well, thank
Great
you
to
for
meet you
having me.
guys.
My
Gerald,
pleasure.
now you've been doing a lot of different things in your career, many creative efforts, but tell us about directing.
It was an interesting challenge because first of all you have to say that we're at a low price point here, so that we had to really kind of work with a low budget and help sort of understand the parameters of what we were dealing with, and Jim was terrific with that. And as I was putting how the story was going to be shot, as I was putting it together, I had to then also build in the idea of depth, which is something that I had never done before. So
And when you're composing a shot normally as a director, you do it completely differently in 3D because you have to compose in 3D really.
well, let me give you an example. I don't know if Jim remembers this, but remember that camera test we did? Well,
Yeah.
at one point we were in this room and we were doing camera tests before the shoot, and the guy was laying on the bed and he was going to reach toward camera and shut off the alarm at the clock, so the hand was going to come forward. So we were really trying to understand the dynamic of depth. So what happened in the meantime, as we were shooting this shot of the guy's hand coming forward to turn off the alarm and the clock really big in the foreground, a fly landed on the clock. And so as we were looking at this thing in 3D, suddenly there was a whole other dynamic. The fly was breathtaking as it landed on the clock. But it was a fun project. We had a great band that helped us, a great cast, and yeah, it was a little twist on a story that I think people have heard before, but I think it came off pretty well.
Well, James LeGoy, he's in this room. So you're really rad. So if I say anything offensive, I just might. So no, he invented. He's endorsed by Panasonic, I believe, and he had this idea for a different type of
It's a
3D camera, right?
it's a beam splitting system that he helped design,
Yeah.
and I think that's what we use for the whole thing. So it's
Jim, come in here. Gotta
ladies
get
and
him in here.
gentlemen, ladies and
We're gonna
gentlemen,
talk to him.
James
So here.
LeGoy.
And I wanted to start shooting 3D, and I figured the only way to do it was just to do it. And so I got together with a buddy of mine who's a machinist and an engineer, and we built this beam splitter rig, which allows two cameras to shoot at the same time, and you can vary the distance between the two lenses, and that's how you create your stereo depth. And the variability is what gives you that ability to express the depth as a creative tool. You can add more depth or less depth.
It's shot in black and white and color. Now talk a little bit about that and the decision that came up. How did that come about, and what does it do for the film?
Well, we wanted to kind of really accentuate the different realities and the reality world was black and white and had a certain tone to it, and then the fantasy would be as opposite as possible in a kind of a Wizard of Oz, Pleasantville tradition.
Joe, let's talk a little bit about how you see this film. Is it something that you see on the internet? Is it a television project? Is it a theatrical release? This may be a silly question, but everybody's talking about new media and new outlets now. Was that in your mind at all, or do you have thoughts about that?
Well, we were excited about doing something new technologically, and I really wasn't sure how it was going to fit in. In fact, we actually ran up against a lot of problems trying to get it out there into festivals because nobody would even screen it in 3D. So, Jim was extremely excited about the idea of doing 3D. I love the idea of telling the story with a 3D component, and so we just wanted to do it. And where we deliver it,
You're one of these people, and that's why it's interesting to talk to you, because you're one of those people kind of at the forefront of this right now. Both of you and
nice.
Angela
You
and
can
everybody.
use the word
It's very true.
pioneer if you want.
Absolutely. So, there's a lot going on, and it's good to talk to
Pioneers.
people who are in there and doing it.
Oh, good.
Very
Good.
good.
Yeah,
So
no,
thank you so much, and again,
Thank you.
the best of luck in all of your projects in the future. I hope we see a lot more from you.
I
Appreciate
think
it.
it should
Thanks
be
so
on
much.
HBO, actually.
I agree.
I just
I
want to
agree.
put that in
Well,
there.
Angela, Jim, Gerald, thank you so much.
Thank you.
We'll take care. And again, it's The Heart's Eye View. Wonderful, wonderful film. Thanks so
3D.
much. In 3D.
You don't know Jack.
We sense the kind of despair and loneliness and the yearning to have some kind of connection. And all of a sudden, boom, everything can click.
I've come to take you to my sex planet. I've never met anybody like you before.
Stop staring at me. It's creepy.
My lady.
You're my fantasy. You're supposed to be whatever I want.
Believe that?
And then they kind of see the world as not this dark and lonely and bleak place, but this place where anything's possible.
I'm here to protect and save you.